Ladies and gentlemen, his opponent facing him across the ring, the former WBO and IBF Intercontinental Light Heavyweight Champion and former WBO World Title Challenger. Ladies and gentlemen, from Tottenham in London, please welcome Bout. Concluding contest on tonight's bill here at the York Hall in Bethnal Green. This is a cruiserweight contest of 10 3-minute rounds to determine the winner for the vacant MBC International Cruiserweight Championship belt here. Sponsored by Baz Raymond. Our three judges here at ringside, Keith Webb, Tony Cisse and Lee Murtagh, will be determining your winner at the end of this contest. Your referee, Steve Holdsworth. Introducing and boxing out of the blue corner here tonight from Osmek in the Czech Republic. Please welcome in the ring, Jiri Svacina. His opponent, facing him in the ring here, the former WBO and IBF Intercontinental Light Heavyweight Champion and former WBO World Title Challenger. Ladies and gentlemen, from Tottenham in London town, let's make some noise for Mark, who is 10 3-minute rounds of boxing. Your referee, Steve Holdsworth.
Boxers, please.
Gentlemen, one word, respect for each other, for the rules of boxing and for my commands. Clear? Terrific. Touchdowns, go back to your corners and good luck. Thank you.
Our last part of the night, ladies and gentlemen, let's make some noise for these two boys!
Can you take those out the way? All right, Dave. Okay.
Well, here we go first. Opening round, Mark's Prince on the comeback trail, looking in tremendous shape, isn't he?
He belies his 44 years, it really does, Spencer.
Yeah, looks in a great shape.
And on the subject of him being in great shape, let's face it, it's no secret he was denied a licence when he wanted to return to the ring by the British Boxing Board of Control, which is why he fights tonight under the Maltese sanctioning. But I believe he was refused purely on age grounds, which when you look at the physical presence of the man, perhaps it was questionable.
Yeah, I think that what they was worried about is when Mark Prince finished boxing as a professional, he finished at the top, and they know that he's world class, and that's what they was worried about, him going back into 12-round fights.
So you don't think they had any qualms at this level?
No. Well, he's taken this route now to prove that he can still mix it and do that, and I think that he's waiting for a hearing off the boxing board again, and I think if he gets that hearing, he'll be successful because he's proved, you know, he can mix it
He still
at the
belongs.
highest level. Yeah, absolutely. It's a nice, solid start from him here, working behind that jab.
Very casual, languid style the visitor Svacina seems to have, Spencer.
Yeah, he just looks to be waiting for that counter punch. Prince, very experienced, not taking any chances, just keeping the guard nice and high, just waiting for that opportunity. Prince, of course, we know is very heavy-handed, can take a man out with left or right hand, single shots. His record would suggest that out of his 19 wins, he's got 17 by KO.
He has a kind of Liston-esque look about him, the way he stalks, with that kind of sombre countenance, Mark Prince.
Yeah, menacing look about him, isn't he?
He doesn't smile much either outside the ring, does he, we could say?
He certainly does when he's not in the boxing ring.
Svacina has a half-and-half record, incidentally, more or less, give or take a win here or there, 12-11. But more significantly, he's without a win. He's only had one win, I should say, in his last 9 fights.
Yeah, that did catch my eye. You know, he's noticeable, and I think he's going to be struggling to get a victory here against Prince.
He looks a cool enough customer and well sort of self-possessed and experienced himself, though.
Yeah, you know what's caught my eye straight away, Ben, is that he looks like he's come here to survive already. He looks like he's on that back foot. He's waiting for that counter punch, but there don't seem to be any sort of sense of urgency. I know we're only in the first round, but I mean, what he was trying to do there. Some
laughter in the crowd there from that kind of little kind of ponderous love tap, which Mark Prince almost didn't even deign to get out the way of.
Well, I think here we go. Prince looking to load up now to the body, just looking for that big right hand. You can sense Prince.
Rather bizarrely, Spencer, I've seen on 2 occasions already, I've seen Svacina feint the right uppercut. You don't see that very often.
No, well, he's feinted it, but doesn't seem to be coming back with anything. That was the alarming thing for me. I mean, good opening round there from Prince, you know, just taking his time, feeling his opponent out. You'd expect that from a man that boxed at the highest level. You know, boxed for a world title back in the day, 1999.
He went out to Germany to fight the extremely good champion Darius Michalczewski, who Roy Jones didn't want to fight, certainly not in Germany.
Yeah, Michalczewski at the time was pound for pound best fighter in the world. Prince done himself, you know, done himself proud out there, losing in the 8th round, put up a great fight, and that was a nice opening round from Prince. Nothing, you know, taking no chances, just working everything behind the jab, looking for that big right hand.
He's just setting his stall out.
Listen, as this fight moves on, I think you can expect Prince to start stepping it up a bit more.
Second out, round 2.
That's what he needs to do. Mark Prince work from behind that jab, look for that right hand over the top. Svacina just seems to carry his hands quite low, his left hand especially. And he leaves the right hand over, but got to be careful, got caught with a good right hand there, Prince.
His left uppercut set it up as well. He's an awkward customer, certainly. I think that much we can tell already.
Yeah, he certainly is. He's sort of all over the place, isn't he? Very unpredictable. There you go, nice right hand over the top from Prince there. Yes, nice. That's better work now, just starting to find the range here in the second round. Prince.
If Svacina keeps waving it, he's going to get nailed.
Well, this is what Prince wants right here. He wants Svacina to stand in front of him, come forward. Prince can then get off these shots. Lovely jab there from Prince. This is nice work in this second round, just starting to find the range a bit better. Just starting to figure his opponent out.
If I was Mark Prince, I'd go downstairs a little bit too.
I think that's what he needs to do, Ben. I think he needs to create those openings. You know, he can't be too predictable, come in behind that straight jab.
There's no power in the Lithuanian shots, but he is finding Mark Prince when he does throw shots.
He throws them from very unusual angles. It makes it quite difficult.
Indeed.
Prince doing the right thing, just figuring his opponent out.
He's definitely come to mess him about and survive, though, hasn't he, Spencer?
Yeah, certainly has. Certainly has. He's going to make it quite tricky here for Prince.
And a slapping right hand there. Or was it a parry or a punch?
Oh, no, that was definitely a slap. Definitely a slap, and he should be picked up for that. Referee Steve Holdsworth, he's got a lot of experience, and he should be picking his man up for that. I mean, that wasn't a correct punch. There we go now, right above us, Prince. Just looking to get off with those shots, looking to tee up for that right hand. We just need to see him drop that shot over the top of the Svacina's hand. Oh, there we see it. Just went for that shot there, and that's what he needs to do.
Sometimes a jab to the chest and a right hand over the top can work very well, Spencer, with a guy like this.
Yeah, that's what he needs to do. He needs to bring the guard down, Svacina, and really drop that shot over the top.
You see it there, but the Lithuanian is unhurt.
It's not landing cleanly, unfortunately.
I think when he does, we will see the difference. Apologies as we get the end of round one round two for referring to Svacina as the Lithuanian visitor when my colleague has just pointed out to me he's from the Czech Republic.
Well, to be fair, Ben, every other fighter on the bill tonight has been from Lithuania, so...
I fell into a comfort zone, Spencer, and that was wrong.
But listen, another good round there from Prince. He was the one that was doing all the attacking. Nothing real clean landing, you know, taking his time, looking for that single shot over the top. Now, if Prince wants to catch Svacina, he needs to throw those shots more in bunches. He can't look for that single shot. I think he needs to close the space down and let the punches go in threes and fours. Svacina doing a great job at the moment of just surviving. No real sense of urgency from him at all.
In a way, I suppose, when you've got that mindset in a fight, it actually must be quite a lot of pressure lifted from you when you're just looking to mess the guy about and so hang in there. You don't have the extra pressure of trying to win the fight.
No, exactly. It certainly makes it more difficult.
Second round, round 3.
But as we all know, one punch can end matters, even from a guy who doesn't have a lot of ambition. He can still turn things around.
Well, solid jab to start the third round there from Prince, forcing his opponent back to the ropes.
Big contrast in styles here, Spencer. You've got the lovely classic style of Mark Prince, very good fundamentals, and the rather untutored, kind of awkward, unorthodox gait of his opponent.
Yeah, you'd expect that from an Eastern European. You expect them to be all over the place, very unpredictable. That's generally the way they fight out there. But Mark Prince got that lovely textbook hands high, work everything behind the jab. And listen, if Prince catches you, you stay caught. I mean, he really has got dynamite in either hand.
And there's an old adage in boxing that the last thing you lose is your punch, regardless of the years on the clock with Mark Prince. Looks like Mark Prince is attempting to play him at his own game a little bit.
Well, he's trying to draw him in right now. That's exactly what he's doing. He's trying to draw the opponent in. He's going forward. He can't land anything clean, so he's changing tactics. You know, that shows he's got an old head on his shoulders, you know. He's got a lot of experience there, Mark Prince, and he's just trying to pull his opponent in.
Trying to get him interested.
Yeah, trying to get him to throw a punch.
Thudding body shot goes in from Mark Prince.
Yeah, just trying to really load up right above us here. That's better from Prince, just starting to go through the gears a little bit now. Svacina's certainly not troubled in there at all at the moment. Seems to be enjoying himself.
Break, stop boxing. Time out, Dave. Come here, you two. Listen,
Steve
boys.
Holdsworth having a word with both lads here. I
This
wonder
is
what
a
he's telling
title
them.
fight, all right?
He's telling him to get on with it, if
It's not
I'm
a
honest.
show
I
for
mean,
me,
Prince
all right?
wants to fight. He's the
I'm
one
not.
coming forward. He's
You
the one
understand what
trying
I'm
to
saying,
force the
don't you?
fight.
All right,
But
get on with it,
Svacina,
okay?
he's
Time
not
in,
really
Dave.
doing anything.
Box
He's just
on.
surviving and making it a bit of a boring spectacle now.
It's difficult to put much more of a spin on it, is it not?
Yeah, absolutely.
Good right hand. He says, I'm not hurt, Svacina.
Prince looking to load up with that right hand now, keeping those hands nice and high. Well, it's quite a frustrating night here so far from Mark Prince. He seems to be chasing, but unfortunately for him, Svacina's just not standing still, but he's also not throwing anything, Ben. So not only is it frustrating for Mark Prince, it's frustrating for us and the crowd.
Absolutely, it's a very negative performance from Svacina up to now, and I think Mark Prince will be very disappointed if he doesn't get the stoppage win.
Of course he will, and you know he wants to make a statement. That's what he's here for. He's had a couple of good wins since he come back off that, 13-year layoff. He needed the rounds under his belt. He's had them now. And speaking to him earlier in the week, I know he's looking for a big performance. I know he wants to impress here this evening. He wants to let the cruiserweights know that Mark Prince is back. Unfortunately, that's not happening right now because no fault of Prince's. Svacina's just not wanting to fight at the moment, so it's making it quite a dull spectacle. So you just hope, this man from the Czech Republic stands his ground a little bit more in this fourth round.
The old axiom that it takes two to tango springs to mind.
Absolutely, and unfortunately for Prince, he's the only one trying to force the fight.
I think he can afford to step it up a bit more now, Mark Prince.
That's what he needs to do, Ben. He needs to, just forget about the single shots, start moving that head a little bit, getting in close and letting those combinations go. He's not going to catch this guy with single shots. Svacina's very slippery, very awkward.
Cornerman Dave Murphy urging Mark Prince to go to work.
A good right hand there. First solid shot from Prince and Svacina just felt that shot there.
And he nodded in acknowledgement.
Yeah, a few more of those. Might open this contest up a little bit here for Mark Prince.
I think Mark
that was better work from him.
I'm feeling Mark could cut the ring off a little bit more effectively, Spencer. I don't know what your take on that is.
Well, you know what the problem is, Ben? I think he's throwing his shots with his feet. He needs to separate his feet from his hands. He needs to move the feet first, get into range and then throw the shots. Unfortunately, at the moment, Prince is throwing that jab as he steps with the front foot. Now that's what he needs to change. Getting closer, close that range down a little bit more.
There you go, the right hand over the top.
That's the shot I was talking about. That's the shot that he needs, that looping right hand over the top. That's what's going to catch his opponent here.
I really want him to throw that left jab to the body and the looping right hand over the top. I swear to God, it'll work.
Yeah, we just feel that will be effective, but Prince knows that now. He's seen that, and there you go. He must have heard you, Ben, because he's looking for that shot now.
Beautiful.
Better work again from Prince.
Again, the left jab to the body. It's a good shout.
Yeah, he just needs to let that right go over the top off the back of that, doesn't he?
Absolutely.
Nice little right hand through the middle there from Svacina as well. A little reminder to Mark Prince that he's in this contest. Prince can't afford to make any mistakes.
Rather bizarre, almost shadow boxing at Mark Prince there.
Yes, it's strange, very strange sort of style, isn't it? He sort of, yeah, throws shots, but not actually at his opponent. Very unusual. This is where Prince wants his opponent stuck in the corner there, but
he finds an escape route.
Well,
only one way to score it, Spence.
Yeah, there's only another round in the bag there for Prince. He's the one doing all the pressing, isn't he? He's the one trying things, you know, trying different attacks, switching attacks to the body, then letting the shots go over the top. And he even got time to speak to me there, Mark Prince. Seems to be really enjoying himself, doesn't he?
That's a true sign of confidence and relaxation there.
Yeah. Yeah, but just having a little conversation with me there tells me he's in full control. Just need to see him step it up a little bit more now. That's what the corner's telling him, I think, you know, that he needs to just get in a bit tighter, work the combinations more. That's what he needs to do. Now, the problem we got, Ben, is that he's throwing his shots from too far out. He's throwing his shots, as he's stepping in, he's throwing the left jab with it. He needs to step in first, then throw the shots.
Yeah.
His feet are a little bit too slow at the moment, and that's what he needs to speed up. Once he does that, he'll get the range much better.
Is that one of the things that can conceivably suffer and erode in a fighter who is approaching mid-40s?
Yeah,
the footwork ability to cut the ring off?
I think that's always been his way, Mark Prince. I think that, you know, he likes you to come and have a fight with him because he's so heavy-handed. Not many people like to do that.
No. Don't chase him, step to the right, comes the exhortation from the corner.
Well, yeah, that's good advice there. There you go, big right hand over the top. Just getting a little bit closer now, Prince just seems to be closing the gap. That's the shot he's looking for, and Svacina really felt the weight of that one. As did we down here, you know, the sweat comes spraying down on top of us.
This is the reality of it. Sometimes television sanitises boxing, Spencer.
Breaks the boxing, stand back. Both of you, thank you.
Another right hand over the top, Mark Prince, and he shrugs and nods and says, yeah, okay, well done, Svacina.
Unfortunately for Svacina, it just fell a little bit short and hit him on the chest.
He tries the left hook there, Mark Prince, again.
Oh, that really was a good shot. That was the cleanest shot of the contest so far from Prince. Lovely left hook on the rope. Just sense it, he's just getting a bit closer now, Prince, just closing that gap down. Just seems to be going through the gears a little bit more, and this is the best round of the contest so far from Prince.
Decent right hand from Svacina. There's that feinted right uppercut that I referred to again.
Yeah. Very unusual.
It's a new one on me.
That's a great shot, right over the top, looping it over. Svacina just leaning back on those ropes, making it a very difficult target to hit. Prince doing the right thing there by looping that shot over. That's a great shot.
Complaining about a shot round the back of the hip there, Svacina.
Okay.
Bit of pointless showboating there, grabbing the top rope.
Well, I think it was more to save himself falling over. I think he tripped over himself a little bit there, Ben. It was,
Perhaps I'm overanalyzing it.
Yeah.
There's a demeanour about Svacina. Does it look like he might be quite well suited if you gave him a cup of tea and a biscuit as well, so he could walk around the ring with that?
He certainly does, doesn't he? It doesn't seem to be anything coming back from Svacina at this stage, but another good round in the bag from Prince. And to be fair, that was the best round of the contest so far. Prince just started finding his range, getting closer, letting some lovely shots go and really looping that right hand over the top. Now that's the shot we were talking about, the shot that he needed to do, throw that jab to the midsection and let that right hand over the top.
Absolutely, as a banker.
And he started getting the results.
And when he's on the ropes, I'd like him to see him work the whole variety a bit more and throw left hook to the body, left hook to the head.
Well, I think that's what we're going to see in this second half of the contest. I think that Prince knows he wants to make a statement, and I think we're going to see that. He's going to step it up a little bit more. He was speaking to me in between the rounds in the last round. He's smiling in the corner this round, so he's really enjoying himself.
And me saying he hardly ever smiles, now he's beaming all over his face.
He must have heard you, Ben.
Second round, round 6.
Dave.
Second half of the fight, I'll be happy to see Mark Prince step things up a bit from here on in, going into the sixth stanza.
Well, I think we'll see that. I think we will see that.
Something to you.
Having a word ahead of time, Steve Holdsworth, about whatever it may
This
be.
is very important to me and all these people. Okay?
A little bit mysterious, he didn't do it between rounds.
No, I'm a little bit shocked
Perplexed.
by that, if I'm honest.
Perhaps he wanted to get them together.
That's the shot he needs there. A lovely right-hand counter over the top. That one fell short, but that's the right idea from Prince. Prince just looking to close the gap now. Lovely double left hook.
That's the shot I wanted to see, the combo.
This is better work here at the start of this sixth round. And Svacina just seems to be slowing just ever so slightly now.
They're just like sweeping sort of punches without any leverage, aren't they, coming back from the Czech visitor?
Yeah, I think they call that survival. Survival mode, Ben. He's just, you know, there's no real sense of urgency. He's just trying to survive in there at the moment, trying to mess Prince around, trying to frustrate him.
Did you ever fight anybody this negative yourself?
I did, but you know what? I think you just got to apply much more pressure. You know, when they're this negative, you've got to apply the pressure. That's plain and simple. You can't afford to give them any space. This is where Prince needs him, and he needs to keep him there.
What Mark's doing is just touching him, because he's trying to set him up for a power shot.
He's just looking for an opening, which is the right thing to do, but what I'm saying is he can't afford to have this space like now. This is where Prince needs to step it up, move the feet faster. The feet are just letting Prince down a little bit at the moment. Just that's why the pace is as slow as it is. I think if he moves his feet a bit faster, it'll be much more effective. That's a better shot there from Prince.
Left hook, right hand combination.
Come on, sort yourselves out, boys. There you go.
Sort yourselves out, says Steve Holdsworth. Still looks fresh as a daisy, to be fair, Svacina, with the lack of effort, I suppose.
Yeah, he doesn't seem to have been trouble. Listen, you know that he's tough. Only been stopped a couple of times, so you know he's mixed in good company before this contest. This is a good fight back for Mark Prince, really. You know, he's getting a little bit of everything. He's getting messed around now. Svacina's trying to take the fight to him.
That was a nice counter right hand. A little bit of a shade of Mayweather shoulder roll, then a counter right hand.
Yeah. Well, listen, he's got everything. I see Prince in the gym every day, so I know what he's got left. You know, he's trying to convince a boxing ball to control at the moment, but I know, and I see it, and trust me, me more than anyone is safety first. Good work again there from Prince, doubling up on the hook. Excellent finish to the round there, and Svacina looking a little unsteady, walking back to the corner, and Prince really buzzing in there at the moment.
I think it came a little bit too late, unfortunately, but it was a great shot at the end of that round.
Yeah, landed that lovely right hand over the top. Right hand over the top. Prince is talking to me, saying it a little bit better. Just needs to step those combinations up a little more, and you feel that Svacina will start slowing even more.
And I'll be perfectly honest with you, Spence. I hope he finds a range in this round or the next round, Mark Prince, because I don't particularly want to see another 3 rounds of this. Is that like you?
I know exactly what you mean. Yeah, unfortunately, you know, it's a bit of a frustrating night for Mark Prince, really, because you know he's trying everything. He's got everything he's got. You know, and we can see that he's got a lot there, but unfortunately his opponent just doesn't want to stand here and have a fight. So that makes it very frustrating, especially when you want to make a statement.
I think before we see
Combination.
I think before we see the real Mark Prince circa 2014, he's going to have to step up a level.
Yeah, definitely. 100%. That's a really good shout. That's exactly what he needs to do. This caliber of opponent's not going to bother him, but he's going to frustrate him, and you know, he doesn't need that right now.
No. Another right hand connects from Svacina. Not a hurtful shot, but it's landing.
Well, just enough to let Prince know that he's still in the contest. You know, he's still. Oh, that's a great
there
shot.
When he tries the jab to the body and gets tagged himself. The check.
Great right hand there from Prince, right to the side of the head of Svacina. But he took the shot well, to his credit.
He looks like he absorbs a pretty decent punch, to be fair to him, Spencer.
Yeah, he does.
And when you go on the road, you need to.
Again, lovely right hand from Prince, really picking his shots well now.
The right hand is the key, isn't it?
Definitely. Third right hand landed flush there. I just want to see him follow that up now. The single shot's great. He's landing it. That's phase one. Now let's see phase two. Attack again. Let a combination go.
I must admit, Spencer, I'm starting to get the feeling that the import is going to see the final bell.
Yeah, he seems to know his way around the ring, doesn't he? He's messing around a little bit. Nice shot again there from Prince. You really feel those shots thudding in. But the problem we got is it's only single shots.
Oh. What happened there? Did he connect Spencer, or did he just push him out of the ring?
No connection. It's more fell out of the ring.
On. And he's clowning a little bit as if to assure the crowd that he wasn't hurt there, Svacina.
Yeah, I don't think he seems to have been caught by anything too cleanly at the moment. He seems to be enjoying himself in there at the moment, doesn't he?
He looks like someone, like a kind of negative showman who quite enjoys messing people about.
Yeah, well, I think his record would suggest that. You know, with a half 50-50 record, been in with some good opponents, seems to last the distance most of the time, and this is why.
I think some guys, when you look at the lopsided nature of his record, having mostly wins in the first segment and then mostly losses thereafter, I think some fighters start out as prospects and they end up becoming the journeyman mentality.
Yeah, and I think we've got that here with Svacina. I think that, you know, he started out his career with a bit of ambition and has since then been losing a few and now goes into survival mode. We're seeing that here this evening, making it quite frustrating for Prince, but he's enjoying himself, Prince. I'm looking up at him now and he's really buzzing in there.
I think we're more frustrated than he is.
Yeah, I think you're right there. Well, Svacina looking across the ring there, Ben, just starting to look a little tired, starting to take those deep breaths. This is where Mark Prince could really make an impact if he picks it up here now, starts letting those combinations go. You feel that?
Referee's having a word in the opponent's corner.
Yeah, I think that's about slapping.
Okay.
I think he's telling Svacina there he's hitting with the inside of the glove and to turn the knuckle over. I think that's what he was saying there.
Certainly no excuse for giving Svacina a round at this point, though, Spencer.
No, definitely not. It's been all Mark Prince.
Let's go! Yes, I like it. Come on.
I suppose looking on the bright side, Spencer, Mark Prince will be happy in certain ways to get a 10-rounder under his belt.
Yeah.
Having had those couple of earlier finishes in his previous two comeback fights.
Yeah, I think you're right, Ben. I think, you know, taking the positives from it, that will be the positive, that he's got 10 rounds under his belt. You know, that can do him no harm at all. You know, when he's looking to get back in the mix at a higher level. on the downside is that he wants to come here and make an impression. Unfortunately, Svacina's not allowing him to do that at the moment, you know.
And there will be the naysayers who'll say that if he's going places at this stage of his career, he needs to be getting rid of guys like this. You know they're going to say it.
Absolutely, of course they are. Of course they are. Is that going to bother Mark Prince? I don't think so, but they will say it. Again, Prince just looking for that single shot. You'd just like to see him put the shots together more in threes and fours. I think that's where he's going to get his success. Single shots, he's not going to get that.
Agreed.
How much do you want the belt?
See, when he lands Svacina, he almost places the shot on him rather than throws it. And there's clearly no power in it. It's just more like a kind of a calling card, as you've said earlier, to let him know that he's actually there.
And that's all it is. There's no urgency in the punches at all. I think it's just a little thing for Prince to let him know he's in there. It's more of a spar for Svacina than anything else. The way that he's
That's the way he's approaching it, isn't it?
That's the way he's approaching it.
You own one, Mark. Go on.
He misses with the left hook there, Mark Prince.
Well, maybe a little sign of frustration. That's better work from Prince, switching the attack to the body, trying to draw the arms down of Svacina. Good shot again. Lovely left hook going in there from Prince. Felt the weight of that one right above us here in the commentary position.
Come on, let go.
Nice finishing around there from Prince. That's where he looks better, doesn't he? Throwing those threes and fours, those single shots are not having enough effect. Prince, for me, dominating every round at the moment. Svacina's not really showing us too much. Just the occasional shot that he's throwing with the left or right hand. It's been Prince right from the opening bell, but what he needs to do is just step that up a little bit more.
He's got 2 rounds in which to do it, Spencer.
Yeah, well, I'm expecting him to come out here and try and make a statement in these last 2 rounds, Prince. And I need to see him maybe throwing his arms a little bit more. It is difficult against an opponent who doesn't want to fight. That's clear to see, but you know, I'm expecting a good last 2 rounds here from Prince.
I would like to see him change the gears and go for it. I think it's nothing to lose.
Yeah.
He's clearly not going to get KO'd himself by being too cavalier, and I think that we'd like to see it.
I think that that's all that's missing off this performance. I think he's completely dominated right from the opening bell. Let's see something a little different here going into these last 2 rounds.
Absolutely. Let's see if he does it.
Get that water up. Come on, box. Okay.
And he seems to have some problem with the glove there, Svacina. Maybe the tape's come away a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit of loose tape, that's all it is. Prince on the other side of the ring just lapping it up.
Thank you.
He looks very relaxed and glad to be back centre stage, doesn't he?
Yeah, he certainly does.
Time in, Dave.
Certainly does. I think what he was trying to tell the crowd there was that Svacina doesn't want to fight. He's leaning back on the ropes and doesn't want to fight. I think he was making a bit of fun out of it, and that's exactly what is happening.
I think anybody who doesn't already appreciate that is hardly a boxing scholar.
No, absolutely.
Left hook, right hand. Once again, he looks like he's trying to draw Svacina into him to see if he can nail him.
That's exactly what he's doing. He's just trying to draw his opponent in to let that big right hand go through the middle. He's trying everything in there at the moment, Prince, to his credit. He's trying everything just to make a fight of this. Well, nice right hand there from Svacina. A little reminder to Mark Prince, just let him know he's still in this contest. Prince can't afford to switch off, can't afford to get careless.
Although having said that, it looks like he doesn't carry sufficient authority in his punches, the Czech, to actually close the show. But nonetheless, who knows? Big right hand from Mark Prince goes in there. The crowd respond to that.
Yeah, solid shot there from Prince. Just like to see him follow that right hand up now. You know, with a following left hook right hand.
Yeah, as you stressed
See, that's
before,
the problem, Ben, we got there. He's throwing the single shot and not following up with it.
that has been the thing we've taken away from this.
Well, he looks like he might have to go the whole course here, Mark Prince, because his opponent, Svacina,
Break step
certainly
back,
looks
step back,
durable.
thank
We
you.
knew that when he come in. But
And
he's,
to be fair to him, he looks pretty much like he did in the first round, really, in
Yeah.
terms of his exertion levels.
yeah, absolutely, yeah. He's boxed well within himself. Tried to make it a frustrating night for Prince. Has done that, but, you know, Prince been dominant right from the opening bell. We must underline that everything Prince has done has been dominant right from the opening bell. He's won in every department. The body shots, the straight jabs, the right hands. Everything's been good from Prince. Unfortunately, he's in with an opponent tonight that doesn't want to fight.
Absolutely, and as we said earlier, let's take the positives from it, that he's going to get a good 10 rounds under his belt, which is something at his age, perhaps is something useful to know.
Yeah, and I think that, you know, looking at this contest now, it tells me that Mark Prince is now ready to move up to a higher level, you know, step it up now and start challenging for bigger, more meaningful contests. Now, I know the dream for him is to get that British Boxing Board of Control licence back. I know that because I see him every day. I know he's got that meeting coming up, and there should be no reason why the Boxing Board shouldn't grant him his licence back. He's proved that he can go the distance, he's proved that he can get the rounds under his belt, and he's proved that he can mix it with guys like Svacina, who's been the distance with boxers like Sam Sexton.
Yes, indeed. I think the plain evidence of our own eyes tells us that he's worthy of the British licence back. You will know, Spencer, that this is nominally for a championship, the MBC International title. With no disrespect to the organisation, it's not something I attach a massive amount of kudos to, such trinkets. No. And I think Mark Prince does need to step up, as you alluded to.
Yeah, I think so. I think it's time now. He's had his little warm-up fight. He's got back in there. He's got his little 10-rounder under his belt, which he'll be pleased about. That was a good shot there to the body. Yeah, he'll be pleased that he's got the 10 rounds under his belt, and I think he'll be looking to move on now. I know that he wants to do that. He'll be looking to get out and box quite quickly again. He's also looking to have a good finish in this contest, throwing a couple of nice right hands there from Mark Prince.
There's no real shape, you know, the constant coach's exhortation to hold your shape. He doesn't really have that foundation, the Czech fighter. He's walking around that ring. There we go, that pretend right uppercut against Spencer.
Strange, very, very strange.
You're going to be teaching that to your fighters?
Listen, that looks like, to me, he's just in there enjoying a sparring session.
Yeah.
Very, very strange.
The defence he's using against the ropes, Svacina, is that kind of high right hand and shoulder turn defence.
Yeah, it's quite effective, to be fair, because he's leaning away from the shot and making it very difficult for Prince to land a clean shot.
Yeah.
But Prince doing everything right here in this last round. Oh, a massive right hand there from Prince. Both exchange shots, to be fair.
Imagine if he could close the show at this late hour. putting his hands down and trying to goad the guy a little bit, see if he can draw something.
That's what he's trying to do. That's exactly what he's trying. He's trying everything in there at the moment. He's using all his experience.
It's the side on Spencer that stops him getting hit. He turns full side on.
Good shot again there. Well, he's certainly proved one thing tonight, Mark Prince, that he can do the distance and do it comfortably, because he's throwing more punches here in the 10th round than he did in the first.
He looks like he's had a light round of skipping, Mark Prince, at this point.
Yeah. Good finish to the contest here. Just trying to make a statement, Prince.
Is he finally having a go with the visitor? Oh! If he was, it came too late.
Well, great finish to the contest there. Frustrating night for Mark Prince. Tried everything, tried to draw his opponent in, tried to take him out with single shots, tried to put the shots together. Big finish to the contest, but the main thing is he got 10 rounds under his belt.
And there can only be one winner.
Yeah, without a doubt. Mark Prince there, whitewash for me, won every round, done everything he had to do. Unfortunately, Svacina didn't really want to fight right from the opening bell, but listen, 10 rounds in the bank.
Absolutely.
Collect our judges' cards and to finalise the result. So just bear with us for an extra couple of moments. Thank you. Our sponsor Baz Raymond into the ring as well, please. Sponsor Baz Raymond.
He's a messy bastard. I've got work to do, baby. I still got juice, though.
Okay, both boxes, please. Both boxes, please. Ladies and gentlemen, and your judges here at ringside have scored the contest 190, 190, and 193. Your winner by unanimous decision. And now, the new champion, the vacant MBC International Cruiserweight Champion, boxing out of the red corner here tonight from Tottenham in London, Mark Prince. And the belt to be presented here by our sponsor for this event, Baz Raymond, to present the belt to our winner, Mark Prince.
So that just about wraps up a
Ladies and
fairly
gentlemen,
decent
give a big round of applause for your loser here this evening, all the way from the Czech Republic. Let's hear it for Jiri Svacina.
And we've actually had
Thank you,
a lot of
Jiri.
distance fights tonight, and the crowd, for most part, the main event wasn't the most passionate you've ever seen, but the most part got value for money.
Yeah. Everybody seems certainly definitely pleased now, and great night of boxing.
Absolutely.